Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomat YouTube channel. You got your boys here. The Dividend Diplomat. SCHD made its big dividend announcement. So we're going to talk about that dividend announcement, and we're going to tell you how much we earned from everybody's favorite fund this week.
Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give this video a nice thumbs up. We're not playing around, guys. Welcome back to the DD channel. SCHD did announce their big Q3 dividend. Came in pretty sound and solid. And, we're going to be fully transparent today. We're going to exactly tell you with all the investing that Bert and his wife have been doing over the last few years and what I've been doing over the last, few months, how many shares we've been able to stack, and what this Q3 dividend actually means to both Bert and his wife, as well as in my household.
All right. So let's talk first. What was the dividend increase? It was pretty interesting because the expectations were a little bit all over the place where SCHD was going to be. As you recall, in Q1, they had a 22% dividend increase compared to last year, and everybody was ecstatic. Q2 was the first dividend that was announced after their annual reconstitution, Lanny. It wasn't a 22% dividend increase. It was a negative 5% dividend increase. So they were still up for the year heading into Q3, but they gave up a lot of those large percentages. And everybody was asking themselves, what are they going to do? But first, Lanny, why don't you tell us, what did their competitor VYM do on the dividend increase front that may have set some expectations for people?
Well, the dividend was down. The VYM announced their dividend, I believe, on the 19th or 20th of September. And it was pretty early, and they were about 1% or 2% down from last year. Somebody can quote me there. But yeah, they were down year over year for Q3. So then when SCHD announced also pretty early in the month, was it on the 24th?
Yeah, they announced yesterday, the 24th, which was a little earlier than expectations. Everybody was thinking, is SCHD going to also announce a decrease compared to last year? And if they do announce a second consecutive decrease, what is that going to mean for investors? What is that going to mean for the community that loves SCHD, the community that can't get enough of SCHD? All you viewers also that love SCHD, are they losing their touch? But we don't have an answer to that, right?
Their touch, guys. Guys, it's just SCHD. You got to keep stacking, keep getting your money out of cash and buying some sort of investment, whether it's SCHD, VYM, doesn't matter, guys, because these dividends aren't going to be so drastic in what is going to come out. And, nothing was drastic with SCHD. Bert, in our video about a month or so ago, he expected about 3 to 5% from a dividend growth standpoint. I was actually closer to 8% on a dividend growth standpoint. It seems like Bert probably guessed it closer to the range of what the Q3 actual dividend was here for SCHD, guys. And don't worry, it's all positive here.
That's a great segue. So their Q3 2024 dividend was 25 cents in 0.15. Your Q3 2025 was 26.04 cents. Lanny, that was a 3.54% growth rate. So yeah, right in between the range. The bigger news though is, what does that mean year to date for SCHD? So year to date, they paid 72.99 cents last year. Now this year they paid 76.94%. So up year to date, Lanny, they are up 5.41%. So not bad for SCHD when everyone was expecting much worse for the fund.
No, not bad. I mean, it's real solid, guys. I mean, we still have 1 quarter left. So you'll probably finish again, maybe closer to that 8. Maybe you'll get closer to the double-digit percentages. That Q4 dividend everybody's going to be waiting on. But 26 cents, 0.04 was announced and is expected to be paid to Bert and his wife's big trunk load, treasure chest load, almost 3,000 share load coming his way. And, in our household, we have about 708-ish shares of SCHD. I know SCH Stan, you're probably watching this. I know you're stacking from this Q3 dividend. Congrats. And there's so many other ETF holders. So give yourself pats on back, because you saved money, you invested your money, and dividends are coming your way in the form of passive income here.
Yeah, so let's get into the actuals there. As we know, my wife, we've been building her position. We've been buying 30 shares every week. In total, we've amassed 2,225.9 shares. I have some in one of my IRAs. I have 399, almost 400 shares where I will hit that when this drip happened. So when you multiply that by 0.2604, Lanny, that gives us a combined SCHD dividend of $683.70.
Huge. You're talking 25 shares in total being added to your guys' stack. Guys, take a moment. You see what happened right there? Dividend gets announced. Dividend's higher than the last Q3 dividend. More passive income. Dividends get reinvested back into more shares, which again adds more passive income. This alone is going to add over 25 more dollars in passive income because they pay about $1.03 per year right now per share of SCHD.
That's about another share of SCHD too from drip alone from a quarter. So over 4 every single year. That wasn't just us. We're not the only, as we said, Lanny, you've been building up that position. So why don't you tell us the dividend you're going to be receiving from SCHD?
Yes. I'm just kidding. So we have 708 shares, guys. So that's about, I don't know, 20 or $184 in dividends, which is weird even thinking that I'm already getting $180-something dividend from SCHD. Adds up very, very fast, and we'll probably drip a little bit under 7 shares, which again will add just about $7 in forward dividend income.
That's right. So in total, we've received $868 from SCHD this quarter alone. We are cruising towards $1,000 combined from SCHD.
You're cruising for that bruising.
Yeah. And you've been aggressively closing positions and adding and building up your SCHD amongst everything else. There's some low-hanging fruit in my wife's account that I've been looking to possibly close out. Some positions are about $1,000. So maybe it's time just to start folding them in to SCHD too and start really juicing up that position to almost get to 1,000 ourselves.
It's all in the hips.
Yeah. So again, SCHD announced 3.5% dividend growth compared to last year for Q3. They are now up 5.41% compared to last year. In total, your boys have received $868 from everybody's favorite fund.
How much in dividends did you receive from SCHD? Did SCHD pay you $100, $200, $1,000, $2,000, $5? Let us know in the comments, guys, because it's all positive here, guys. Just remember, doesn't matter how big the stack is, as long as you keep stacking going forward here, guys.
If you haven't already, everybody, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Remember, you're either with us or you're against us, Jack.
That was Bert and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats, over and out.